Hello, y'all. My name is Nychy I got a hair transplant and I am coming up on my 2.5 year mark. It'll be 3 years soon, and these are the pros and cons I have for a hair transplant. So, a little backstory on why I got my hair transplant. I was not suffering from any kind of hair loss. I had very long, very thick hair before I decided to do this, but I had a very big forehead as well, and I decided to do a hair transplant over a forehead reduction to make my forehead smaller. Since it has been some time now since I've gotten my hair transplant, I feel like I've learned enough now where I can give you guys a good pros and cons list on a hair transplant. To start off the list, we are going to start off with the pros. And I did bring my extra phone with me because I have some notes written down on here so I don't forget anything. Pro number one, this is an invasive surgery, which basically just means it's not a major surgery. You could get this done on local anesthesia, or you could be awake like I was. I was awake throughout my entire procedure, and they will just numb you up. Pro number two, of course, is that you get your hairline, the hairline that you've always wanted. But also, if you are someone who is suffering from male or female pattern baldness and DHT is a factor in your hair loss, the hair that was transplanted to your head is resistant to DHT. This pro kind of ties in with pro 2 because the hair that you are getting transplanted is considered the donor dominant hair, or the hair that is not affected by your hair loss. It is going to last you a pretty long time, if not forever. My last pro that I would say would have to do with the type of procedure that I got. I got FUE hair transplant. There is FUE and FUT. FUE is where they go in individually and take out the hair follicle and implant it in your head. FUT is where they cut a strip of skin and then take out the hair follicles and then put it in your head, and then they sew that area where they took the strip of skin back together. With the procedure I got, FUE, I have no scarring, which is one of the reasons why I chose a hair transplant versus a forehead reduction. Forehead reduction does come with the higher chances of having a scar, especially across your forehead. Another pro that I had, at least for me, is that this procedure, you can find procedures like this that are actually relatively affordable. Mine was $2,900, but mine was not the cheapest option that I had at the clinic that I went to. They do have much cheaper options as well, especially at different clinics also. Okay, I feel like that was like all the pros that I really had. So now time for the cons. Cons one, this kind of goes into what I just said, that it can be very affordable, but a lot of the times, if you live in the US, a lot of the most affordable places are going to be overseas. So that could kind of be a con if you're in the US. A lot of the ones maybe closest to you might be a bit more expensive. My next con was the swelling. My swelling actually was not all that bad, but there are some people that I've seen online whose swelling was crazy looking, like kind of cartoonish looking. So that is one con. Next con is the itchiness. The first few weeks when your hair is growing, your scalp's going to itch. It's going to get real itchy. So that's why it's good to oil your head and to moisturize your head with a leave-in or some type of lotion or cream. So this is a con that doesn't have to do with the first like few weeks to month of the healing stages, but you have minimal donor area. Remember, they are taking your own hair, so you only have so much hair on your head before they start taking like all of it or too much of it, and then you don't have any more hair to take to fill in more bald spots. If you are someone who does have very thin hair, just remember they are using your own hair. The last con that I would say is waiting for your hair to grow. So for a while, you're going to walk around looking a little crazy. You're going to have like a bald head. Or for my instance, I had like hair on some of my head and then was bald in other parts of my head. But that's really like the only major con for me, was you just have to wait a bit until your hair grows back. Not really a long list, but I guess it is some things to consider before you decide you want to go and get a hair transplant.
And for those wondering, this is my results, and I am so very happy with